Well, it's getting near 8 o'clock on a Saturday evening of July 19th, 2014, and welcome to Shellbrook, Saskatchewan, the old wayside school that's been brought into town for preservation. Canadian Northern Station in situ at mile 28.5 from Prince Albert on what the CNR would call its Blaine Lake Sub. The Senior Center down on Railway Avenue looking eastward. There's the old hotel. It was built in 1913. It used to have a wooden veranda, covered veranda running around the second story up there, but it might have burned off in the big fire of January 3rd, 1915, or it might have been dismantled at another date. This is the east side of Main Street, looking north. And the west side, in the interests of completeness. Shellbrook's population was 1433 in 2011. It's up significantly from 2006. And further north up Main. Shellbrook has its own newspaper, the Chronicle. Here's the new post office. December the 1st, 1894 was when the Shellbrook post office was established. It was called Shellbrook, two words, until December the 9th, 1948. The Legion Hall, Veterans Memorial Park, and the Cenotaph. One of the oldest churches in town up on Main Street, and right across that street is municipal office. Shellbrook became a village on November the 18th, 1909, and a town on April the 1st, 1948. It's the headquarters of the RM of Shellbrook, number 493. Got a rec center, skating rink, and a curling rink to the north there on Main Street. Busy Main Street. Old bank building. Looks like, anyway, maybe a Bank of Commerce. There's the elementary school on Main Street. And looking south towards downtown. And there he goes. Trick riding. No helmet. And just to the east of the elementary is the high school, W.P. Sandon. Regional High School. And the big old water tower, no longer used. Must employ electric pumps to provide pressure. And this is the school reserve. The next morning, huge school reserve. Of course, there's an RCMP detachment. Church on the west side of town. And one on the northeast corner in the new subdivision. And one of the older churches down by the post office. St. Agatha's on 2nd Avenue. And Knox on 2nd Avenue. And also on 2nd Avenue. Again down on Railway Avenue, looking at the railway property. No longer owned by the railway. And the beautiful ball diamonds just to the south of the railway tracks. Batter up. And Shellbrook's 9-hole golf course, beautiful situation to the southwest of town. The noted golfer C.R. Wilson has played this course and approves heartily. And it's raining. And Shellbrook enjoys the good fortune of a brand new hospital. The Parkland Integrated Health Center opened on June 2013. And in the northeast corner, the new subdivision. But Shellbrook's been abandoned by the railway. In the foreground here is the grade that the Canadian Northern laid out from Prince Albert down to North Battleford in 1910 and 11. It's third-class station. Museum since 1982. Saskatchewan Wheat Pool C, built in 1950, and Saskatchewan Wheat Pool A, built in 1958. Saskatchewan Wheat Pools had a presence here since 1924. And there's the Pioneer, built of steel in 1983. And on the southwest corner of town, here's the great bed leading down to North Battleford, stripped of steel in 2012. And there's the big river branch, likewise abandoned in 2012. CN sold this over to Omnitrax in 1997, their Carleton Trail Railway. Omnitrax has pulled the steel, a nice 100-pound rail there on its way to maybe South America. There's the swimming pool, the outdoor swimming pool in the northwest corner of town. And campground, lovely place to stay. There's the Highway 55 is off to the left out of sight there. And a Saturday morning, the west side of Main Street, just for fun. Shellbrook sits on ancient glacial deposits, overlain by aeolian deposits to the south and southeast. To the west is a glacial lake bed. Rich soils and clays began attracting settlers and farming settlers in 1882. There's the station down there at the head of Main Street. And the Shellbrook restaurant undergoing renovations. Of course, the main of the settlers began arriving here with the arrival of the Canadian Northern in 1910. That farming heritage is celebrated by the agricultural fair held every June in Shellbrook, Saskatchewan.